to everybody to try to get them scared. And to anybody who is scared and maybe watching my stuff and thinking my shit's scary, you know, because I'm trying to, not trying to scare you, maybe a little bit into motivating you, but not enough to make you fucking fearful, because I'm trying to let people know, maybe not teach, but let people know that the only thing to fear is fear itself, is being in too much fear. Now, when I say fear, I mean being scared the world's gonna end. Like being fucking scared of that shit. Don't be scared of that shit. It's not gonna end. I'm out here today going to buy wood for my fucking gate. Okay? And I know there's other places in the world where things are probably scarier right now. Like the United States, parts of Europe. They are actually on a lockdown. In Canada, where I am right now, just like in Japan and other places, I think Australia is also on a lockdown. But right here in Canada, we're in a state of emergency, which just means that the government is telling us a suggestion to stay home. It's not mandatory. We don't have fines. If you look around, everybody's outside today here. Every motherfucker's out here today. Tomorrow's a holiday, so everybody's gonna get shit done. Look at people just washing their fucking car. Like, there's nothing going on. See what I mean? It's not a big deal. And you can say, well, they're just not taking it seriously. Well, there's nothing to take serious. Okay? If you are somebody who has a weak immune system, then you got to take precautions. If you are somebody who doesn't know you have a weak immune system, then you can take precautions. But if you had yearly checkups and seeing the doctor and shit like that, and you know you're fine, then fuck off. You're okay. Don't be worried about shit. I know I'm okay because at my work, because of the work I do, we have a yearly physical, and we just had ours done. Right before I took my leave of absence, we had ours done. I have all my blood work done, and like I said before, everything is still the same. I'm a smoker, so I'm supposed to have high levels of carbon monoxide in my blood, and I had none. Well, 0.03% in my blood. And whereas the non-smokers are having like 0.5, 0.7, and a smoker normally has 0.10. Anything more than that is abnormal. And I've got less than 1% in my fucking blood. How is that possible? I'll tell you how that's possible. I breathe right. I keep going on and on and on about how people don't even breathe right. When you breathe right, you remove carbon dioxide and every other toxin out of your fucking body and organs, so your organs can operate right. What happens when your whole body's operating right? Well, you start waking the fuck up, first of all. You start seeing fucking truth and not lies. You're not easily convinced of bullshit, and you don't worry about it, even if it does seem like this bullshit is real. There's nothing to fucking worry about. So that's one of the main things. So I think I'm gonna do a recap of the things that went on earlier on, because maybe people don't want to watch my earlier episodes, and I don't blame them. You know, some of them, the earliest ones, probably like the first 45-minute episodes and all the 15-minute episodes, all those motherfuckers are packed with good knowledge, but you might not be able to hear me. But in those episodes, I think, are the first ones I started talking about breathing. But it might be anything that says Jerry Tennant on it. He's the doctor. I got a lot of this. Jerry Tennant's about the alkaline water. Right around the same time, I said I have episodes about healing magic, how to do healing magic. And what happens is, before I started teaching about healing magic, I said, before you do any healing magic, you got to do the right things. There's no point in doing healing magic, try to heal yourself or other people, if the people aren't doing these things. If the person's not drinking the right kind of water, alkaline, I didn't even go into meat or anything like that. I kept that alone, because I'm not here to judge and tell people how to eat. That's something they got to do on their own damn self. But I started going into how to breathe right, because everybody should know that. If you're not breathing through your fucking nose, and at least a few times a day, like 10 minutes, doing a 4-fold breath or something of that equivalent to remove the toxins out of your body via your airway, well then, yeah, there's no point in doing, because you can heal yourself doing the magic, but you're just going to keep having to do it because your body is going to be weak. So there's really no fucking point. Yeah, why do something if there's no point? Like, people that think they need healing, well, it's like, well, you know you need to be healed. Yeah, you're gonna go keep eating garbage and bad fucking food, and you're gonna drink Pepsi instead of water, and you're gonna keep going to get fast fucking food, and you're not gonna sleep right, and you're gonna keep doing dope. It's like, well, that's just idiotic. If you know you need healing, if you know you're sick, why the fuck would you eat all that shit? Why the fuck would you stay awake? Sleeping is one of the best things you can do for yourself. I push meditation because meditation is like a shortcut to sleeping. Now, I don't think you should, I made an episode saying, you know, you probably, if you meditated every day, you probably wouldn't need to sleep. And I kind of believe that. But in the same sense, I think variety is the spice of life. I think you need a balance of everything. So if you were just meditating and not sleeping, I think eventually that could become unbalanced. But I think for a while you could sustain it. I think for a while you can sustain anything. Hell, people are alcoholics for years and years and years, and sometimes it doesn't even fucking kill them. People are on opiates their whole fucking life, it doesn't kill them. People do coke their whole life, it doesn't kill them. Well, normally somebody else they robbed or whatever kills them, but nonetheless, the point is, balance is great. And, you know, instead of me preaching and talking about this fucking corona bullshit over and over and over and over and over and over and over again, and trying to get it in people's heads that, you know, you need to do something about this, and the best thing you can do about it is pay attention to it and pay attention to your own shit, whatever you want to manifest. Oh, sick, there's no line up at the bank. Nice. You pay attention to what you happen rather than what might happen, you know? Then what you want to happen is going to happen, and what might have happened, like coronavirus and fucking military, what's that called? Anyways, shit like that, people coming in and testing you for corona, if you got it, locking you up. If you're not paying attention to that, then it can't happen. And understand, you can say, well, what if I stop watching it and everybody else is still watching it? Well, if you stop watching it, you're going to affect one other person to stop watching it, maybe even more. And then they're going to affect at least one other person, maybe more. And it goes outwards like that. That's why when you work on self-transformation, you actually change you and your family, household, and your co-workers and everything. Not all of them, but you transform one. Like, I have a few guys at work that listen to me talk about some weird shit like this, and then they go home and tell their wife, and then their wife tells their friends and shit like that, and it keeps going outwards. But before I got to my job, none of those guys even remotely were interested in any of the crap that I talk about. So that's how it affects people. You affect one person, they affect one person, but really it's like you affecting two. It's like that triangle fucking scheme shit they talk about. Like, you can go on the internet and if you make money, makes money. Well, it's one of those fucking things. That's how everything fucking works. So keep that in mind. You work on your self-transformation and others will work. But I think I'll give a quick recap on how to breathe right, alkaline water, how exercise benefits your body, and shit like that, and the Jerry Tennant information and the Science of Breath information. Very good books. I'll hopefully at some point put the links below for both those, Jerry Tennant and Science of Breath book. Jerry Tennant would be videos, and Science of Breath is a PDF for free, because I get them all for free, like I said before. There's no point in paying for books, royalties, and statute of limitation on the books to be charged for something like weird. It's almost like the law, you know. Some people say, well, statute of limitation, after 7 years you can't come after me anymore. And that's true for a lot of things, but there's something like that in effect for books. So it's very strange, and I don't quite understand it, but I heard Jordan Peterson say it, so I know there's some truth to it. But, you know, or maybe, who knows? Fuck, anyways, the guy's been off the map for a while, and who knows why. Maybe he feels bad about affecting people that he wasn't supposed to. Maybe he feels bad because he can't help people the way they need help. Maybe he just fucking did too much and he's embarrassed of being somebody trying to help people to not be anxious, and, you know, he's depressed and on anti-anxiety meds. I don't know, but, you know, Peterson, if you're listening, bud, I could use you, man. Everybody could use your fucking guidance right now. You've helped a lot of people, and those people, you know, probably help. Some of them might be helping other people, like me. I'm trying to help other people, and you're not on the map anymore, and it's not cool. But if you're not well, you're not well, and I wish you a speedy recovery. But if you are well, get the fuck out of here and start saying some fucking shit, man. Come on, what the fuck you waiting for? No one gives a fuck about your fucking shit you did. We're all human. You're not superhuman. You're just a man like everybody else. You got fucking hooked on something to help you fucking cope with the tragedy of life. That's the way it is. Everybody does that. Whether it's gambling, whether it's drugs, whether it's drinking, whatever the fuck it is. We all have some coping mechanism to deal with this shitty life, and things are shittier than ever. Or perceivably it is. So no one's judging you. You're judging yourself. So get the fuck out here and start helping people out again. Anyways, so I think that's enough for right now, because I gotta go get my fucking gate in the backyard. That's what that bitch is, a big steel gate. So my fucking dog, see if she can fucking find her way out of this. It's a heavier gate. Holy tight pants. It's a heavier gate, and it's fucking, cause my dog can fucking chew the shit out of my gate. She'll fucking pop it open. She'll do everything and anything. It's amazing. As much as it pisses me off, it also fucking overwhelms me with, like, man, this dog is fucking, like, if she had a superpower, it would be opening gates, you know? But anyways, so For every new person who's recently subscribed to me and everybody else who's already subscribed to me, I appreciate that shit. It's fucking awesome. Thank you. Anybody else who's wants to subscribe, go for it. Once again, you don't have to. Free content. I don't give a fuck. I don't charge and I don't monetize. So it really doesn't matter if I have subscribers or not. I also have a podcast on Spreaker. That's where all the information comes from. However, all those videos are on here. Now, there's a lot of my videos that have been deleted and blocked recently. I've talked about that in my last few episodes. So at some point, I'm going to redo that information and tell you exactly who said it if it's not from myself. And I will re-say it on here so people can have the information that's been blocked under my face. Now, if you're wondering why I put other videos out of other people, well, that's why, because it's not my information, so I don't feel right saying it. However, you know, it might get blocked if it's by the good doctor there. But in the same sense, that's why I put a video clip at the beginning. So the video clip at the beginning, if it's just like a computer that goes on that checks content, it will see my fucking face and it won't think it's just a different person who's supposed to be blocked. But anyways, I think that's enough. And yeah, have a good one. All right, so I'm not too sure where I left off, but I'm just in my bathroom. I'm in the middle of putting my fence together. I had to send the wife out to go get a fence peg or spike, whatever you call it. And I should get a sledgehammer maybe, but it doesn't need to. Anyways, what am I talking about? My fucking projects. Fun though, helps keep your mind off bullshit like Corona. But anyways, right. So I started talking about how my blood work at my work was perfect. I didn't even have any aluminum in it. They thought that was unheard of the first time. The second time, once again, no aluminum in my blood. And there was a couple other ones that I can't remember the names of. Some of them are pretty important. It's not carcinogen level because you can't test that via your blood. But like everything else, like opiates, for example, I know about this because, you know, I had to do P-test when I was on, when I was coming off it at my clinic and all that. They test for something, and there's something that shows up in your blood, and either an abnormality or a spike of something when you do something like methamphetamines, or when you do something like fentanyl. You have, I think it's actually your amino acids. Some of your amino acid level changes. So like that, when they test for the cancer carcinogen that we would get from the PCV in our blood, there's something that they check, and everybody already has a certain level of this because it's in everybody. We all have cancer cells. Everybody knows that. And mine was extremely low to the point where they've never seen before, I guess. I mean, there's been people in history that worked for the company elsewhere that have had the same, but nobody ever at my work had the same levels as me, the same abnormalities, which makes my boss look at me in a whole weird way. But anyways, he asked me, is there something you do? A different workout, exercise, something like that? I just tell him like yoga and shit like that because, you know, I don't necessarily do the stretching part of yoga, but I definitely do a lot of the breathing and posture practices of yoga, part of my daily routine. But this is all to say, because I said when you start breathing right, I focused on the mental benefits that you can see things, you can tell when people are lying and all that. But there's also the health benefits of breathing right, helping your body out. You're fucking hooking your body up with what your body needs. So in turn, your body gives you what it needs. It gives you a healthy body. If you want something from your body, you want the ability to pick up chicks. You want the ability to speak well. You want the ability to work out. You want the ability to have discipline. Well, then quit pro quo or whatever you want to, however that phrase is said. You got to give to get. So therefore, you start drinking the white water, potentially eating stuff you know is healthy. You know, if you want to keep eating something that's unhealthy, that's fine. But make sure the balance is there. Meaning, you want to eat chocolate cake? Well, then eat some fucking blueberries with some, you know, antioxidants that help you fucking not age as fast, that are cancer carcinogen killers and shit like that. Eat things that are good for you as well as things that are bad for you. The problem is when you're only eating the things that are bad for you and not eating the things that are good for you. But breathing right, drinking the right water, eating the right food, doing exercise, you're hitting the 4 plateaus, and then you're working on spirituality, which is the 5th point of the star. So you're hitting all those angles. It's going to be beneficial to your body, and in turn your body helps you. You get channeled information, you get insight, you get knowledge, you get healing, and you can potentially heal others, and you can bring your manifestation in also a lot faster. So anyways, this is the first video out of many. I'm going to start going back over a lot of the healing stuff. It's not necessarily healing magic, but in the same sense, you can call it healing magic, because by doing these simple things, you magically heal. So fuck it, healing magic. And then I'll tell you about some other things that you can do once you're doing these things to help your body heal even faster. and getting into your subconscious. So yeah, stay tuned for that shit, and I hope you enjoyed. Have a great fucking day.